Bismillah, all praise is due to Allah. We ask for His peace and blessings on our leader, Prophet Muhammad, and upon his noble family, his rightly guided companions, and upon all those who follow him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ramadan Mubarak. Part of the challenge of living in a global village and having news be so imminent by way of social media is that we tend to only think then, or oftentimes feel, as global citizens and forget the people who are in our own backyard. We have to remember, and wherever you're watching this from, that poverty is a reality at home. I remember some months ago getting a call from a brother who asked me to look into the situation of another individual who was in a rough situation. When I finally got in touch with that individual, they shared with me that they had been in their home without water because the water had been cut off for 6 months. And this was only a few miles away from where I live here in the San Francisco Bay Area. When I spoke to the brother whose water had been cut off, I said, "How have you been living?" And he said, "I've just been taking a bucket and going downstairs to my neighbors who've been kind enough to fill up the bucket for me." And it was a matter of $600 to get the water reinstated, which was something that we were able to facilitate by the grace of Allah. But it was a reminder for me that as much as we are watching about global financial crisis, about people from our human family suffering abroad, perhaps in countries that we would consider home or second homes, or our ancestral homeland, that wherever we live and however good we may be doing, there are people, I promise you, in your very immediate vicinity who need your help. So as much as we are giving money this Ramadan to organizations and to causes, I want to encourage you and encourage myself to take a minute, take a day, take an evening, take a few days to actually get some food together, get some money together, and go to somebody's home who you know needs and deserves your help. This should also give us a sense of awareness around food that we waste. It's a shameful thing for us as people who are fasting all day long to then throw away half of a plate, or sometimes throw away a whole plate in the evening because we piled on too much and let our eyes eat before our stomachs did. I'm saying that only as a reminder that we say, oh, well, there's global poverty, there's global hunger, which are realities. But there's also local hunger. There's people, whether they be from your faith community or from another faith community or somebody who doesn't have any faith community. They're still a human being. And we're reminded what our mother Aisha, Allah be pleased with her, said when a person came and she gave them a date, a single date as charity. And she was asked, "O mother of the believers, afi tilka tamrati ajrun? Is there actually reward in giving just a date, just that date?" She said, "Kam fiha min dharra." She said, "How many atoms does it have in it?" In other words, you're not rewarded just for the date as one good deed, but according to the number of atoms in the morsel of food that you offer. I pray that Allah make it easy for us to address poverty at home, address poverty globally, and remember what the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Kad al-faqru an yakuna kufra." Poverty is almost like disbelief, meaning that when people are tried with poverty, they will make compromises that they otherwise wouldn't make. It will lead them to do things that they otherwise wouldn't do. And also, it will often make people doubt the providence of their sustainer and creator. And so we as human beings have an opportunity to step in and remember what Allah tells us: "I was hungry and you did not feed me." And when he was asked, "How could you become hungry and you are the Lord of the worlds?" And he says, "Didn't you know that my servant so-and-so was hungry and you didn't feed them? Had you fed them, you would have found me with them." I pray that Allah make it easy for us to rise to the occasion of addressing poverty at home and abroad, and that Ramadan be a month of relief for us in our community. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin alayhi wa sallam. Ramadan Mubarak.